What's going on, fellow co-creators? So happy you tuned in to another session of Tales of Dordania. So where we left off with last session, we are in a deep battle with the Crucifix and the captain, which is Hooty Owlicious, the former companion to Terrig, Behemoth, and Kai back in Chateau D'If, where they faced Malice and destroyed actually successfully the first Soul Stone of Dracula. And Hooty has been juicing and seems to be dabbling into these dark arts of House Malistaire, as they are kind of repping the symbol of House Malistaire on the sails and pretty much everything else on the ship. Hooty is repping some crazy mechanical wings as well as a foot, because he did lose his foot back in Chateau D'If. And he's giving the business to the guys, and not gonna lie, they're kind of giving the business back to him. Kai and Terry dealing a massive amount of damage last session and doing pretty much the most to Hooty himself. Meanwhile, Ozzy, as our brave captain, saved Behemoth and Blur from, literally sudden death. Like it was close. It was a very close call. Hopefully not again this session, but it was a close call. We don't want to get that close.
No, we're rolling 20.
So,
there he is.
With that, we jump to the Crucifix. And the Crucifix is going to shoot its last 3 shots at the bandit.
Great.
And here we go. What was the armor class for the bandit?
16.
All right, so the first one hits.
Okay.
Second one definitely hits. And the third one hits.
Great.
You stop that. You evil bastard.
And with that, each cannon shot was 4d10.
Guys,
So-
everything ain't looking so good.
It's adding up, folks.
It's okay. I think we'll be above 50.
It's called sunk. Sink.
The most we can take is
All right, so as the sounds of the cannons go off, Hooty dashes up pretty much with you, Terry, in hand. And these cannons come raging through. One right here, and it, destroys this whole sail. Completely, thank you.
Yeah.
Destroys it, and as it falls down too, this cannonball hits both these lions. They would take 38 damage. I don't know what their hit points are. But they would each take 38 damage.
I think they're done.
It'd be a good chance.
And the cannonball then continues and will take out this last column over here. You're only on one column left. This whole thing is kind of teetering. Your ladder is no more. The second shot, so you took 38 damage from the first hit.
Okay.
Okay?
Ouch.
I'm gonna take out my okay.
Well, you can't do math?
I don't
So they each take 38?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You said 38?
They're toast, okay.
38.
And as it hits your lions, they both kind of burst into the fey kind of spirits
Yeah,
that
they-
conjured them initially.
You got
There
rid
go
of
if you
them.
conjured them.
Yeah, I think our report ship's gonna
The second shot comes and it takes out about right here and just giant hole right here. Takes out this last bit. This whole thing kind of falls down. The second mast kind of collapses. Falls right in front of you both as you're kind of swimming. Ozzy, you're watching this happen to your ship.
I'm sad.
And the third shot comes and low balls too, kind of goes through here again and just takes out all of this, whole back area and whatnot. So pretty much you just have this floating, just like plywood piece with edges and stuff like that, right? And it's just kind of
Sound like
drift,
the enemies is those two dudes?
float, and then whatnot as that happens. So the second shot did 32 damage, and the final shot did 34 damage.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this ship's done.
Yeah. It's -2, buddy.
And as the ship kind of rides closer, you just see it sink before your eyes, everybody. And it goes down and sinks pretty much right at the face, at the feet of the Crucifix.
I just want to point out that this is not the captain's fault.
This is not
Isn't it though?
right? You did not sail them into anything. You did not wreck the ship upon anything, so not bad.
We got swung on by freaks with cannons and a metal owl.
And which none of you have ever seen cannons before, so that is a bit much. I'll give you that 100%. And Terry, you're kind of looking over your shoulder as you're seeing this carnage and everything happen. We go to Ozzy. Captain, oh Captain, what would you like to say and or do upon seeing your ship?
sink.
No, my ship! And then I'm gonna swim.
That was good. I like it. Thank you for taking in character.
I'm gonna try it. Oh, I didn't do it. No, my ship.
Hey, even better. Hey, give yourself 50 experience for going back and doing it in the Rush accent. I give it to you, bro.
Alright.
A for efforts.
I want to swim to the mast and see if I can grab onto it to float.
Okay. You're just not going to be floating kind of with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, make a performance check. You swim right over. You're kind of on this back corner of it. No, other corner. There you go. Yep, right kind of in that V. And you even kind of, as you're kind of swimming, you're kind of calling Behemoth and Blur over to the sail and whatnot as well.
Go.
Now, as the battle continued on, Abaddon, unfortunately, was able to break free, and he actually turned on Hootie, throwing Hootie into the water, and Hootie began to drown. And Abaddon started wrecking and causing mayhem to all the other party members during the battle.
Terag.
Why did I make that a thing?
Make an intelligence saving throw. Oof. Oof is...
Don't roll like me.
You did.
My team is making some ball water.
10.
Man, it's been
A 10? Oh no, bro! I was not expecting you to succeed. I'm not even gonna lie, I was expecting you to straight up win that one. As you are kind of on the back burner and whatnot, you're just kind of like, what the fuck, Abaddon, you fucking piece of shit. I hate you. Anything you would like to say? What would you like to talk to or do to Abaddon?
Abaddon, you're a fucking piece of shit. I hate you.
Oh, Tarek, like I said before, I may not be the one to end you, but I can at least have some fun and call upon my brethren to do it for me. You see, Uri has been, as you can tell, training with stronger allies and family members of mine. Unfortunately, they sent me a child to do a man's job. For if they would have sent me one of my true brothers, this would have ended days ago. But nevertheless, I will do what I can, and I will put on a good show.
You know, I think Abaddon's like a middle child. Like
Mm-hmm.
the older brothers need to come help, and the younger brothers just outshine him, and he's just kind of there.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
I agree. He's like the middle brother. That's a great analogy.
kind of funny, bro.
Yeah,
That's
not gonna
really
lie.
fun.
Not gonna lie. Abaddon seems like the little bitch of the family.
Always thinking for his dad's approval.
But that's what you hear. And then Terry, under
It's very astute
control,
of you, though.
is going to make an attack on you, Ozzy.
did just
And he's going to come up and
And the hits
just...
just keep coming.
Ozzy, I wish you would have been, let's say, a better sailor, captain, or otherwise led the crew away.
You were a better demon, bro. Like you failed
And
3
you
times
see,
already.
there you go. I like the band. You see Abaddon bend over, and he's going to try to hellfire barf on you.
Oh, gross.
2 hit. Ooh! Oh, I actually rolled dog shit, bro.
Nice.
That's a 10 to hit.
Nope, I have 15. Let's go.
As you see this, you just kind of using your instinct push off from the sail.
That doesn't count as a melee, does it?
No, it does
Okay.
not. Unfortunately. And he just burns a hole pretty much right here in the mast and in the sail, okay? And you, no damage, bro. You were just like, oh, skirt, what's up, boy? You didn't see that one, did you? That's what I'm talking about. You don't know what the man can do. You see, I'm in the water now, bitch.
Superpower.
I come from water. You are a mere child in my environment. I like it. So that was that. And then with a bonus action... I was thinking about this all day. It just came to me again.
Tarek, let's see how permanent I can make this.
Oh, great.
And you see Abaddon grab your backpack off your shoulder. And you see him take it over the edge. And he just starts tossing potions out of your backpack.
Bro!
And he gets rid of 3 of your Black Lagoon potions. As well as one of your healing potions, too.
But we're gonna kill this guy. That's my whole goal.
I don't think so.
Even if I have to come
we're
back
all
from the
about to
grave.
die. This
I'll come back
No,
from the
you're
grave.
not.
We're about to die right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back from the grave and kill this guy.
Look, okay, Ozzy wants a stupid ship, especially on his sank, okay? So we're gonna win, and we're gonna take the crucifix, and we're gonna sail the crucifix all the way to the
How many did
island.
you say lost 3?
That's the most. That's the attitude.
That's the attitude. That's
Give
right.
yourself 500 experience points, Captain. Oh,
Just for a
Captain.
good
Lost
attitude.
3
yeah.
black lagoons? Or
Three black
dark
lagoons.
side lagoons.
3 of the dark side lagoons.
And 1 health.
And 1 health.
One
One
greater?
basic,
Okay.
not a greater.
One.
If you don't have a basic, then
So
say no health.
I have a small and 3 greater.
Then just the small. You only lose the small. That's all Abaddon does. As he's snarling and chuckling and chucking these bottles. You're
Break
level
his back.
6, repping the game, beast of a freaking character backpack.
Yeah, it makes no fucking difference. So.
Good man, you know it.
I'll come back from the dead. I'll kill this guy.
You all are going to be fine. Just trust.
Let me pop
There-
this heal
there's
potion.
more.
I don't know. If I keep rolling like this, I might die.
Let me pop this heal potion. I'll smack it.
Now,
I got big strength.
with that, Tarek, make another intelligence saving throw.
On that one.
God, dude.
I won, but what are you doing?
For real? What is this night about?
Dude, I'm just going to be straight up honest. When I did the first intelligence check, all I wanted you to get was like a 15, bro. And I was going to be like, you can take control.
I
of the
usually
total
roll
energy.
like the
And I know you're like 18 to like 20, so I was like, he's got this. I was like,
Today I'm
15 is all he's got to get. That's all I'm going to make him go. He can retake control of himself. It's going to be badass as fuck. He's going to help y'all. And then he's like 10. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no. And then, okay.
It'd be like,
As this happens, Terry, you're screaming out to Abaddon, and he's,
Oh, you like that? How about a couple more?
oh, and he's gonna drop 3 more of your Dark Side Lagoon potions.
How many do you have? 10?
I have 4 now.
So what you're saying is one of us needs to like jump on him, take this thing out, and then force
Yeah,
feed
when it's
it.
our turn,
You got this.
all this gets to happen because it's not our turn.
Oh, so I have a question just because in my head. So
Yes.
my it says I can reduce half speed for 2 turns. Does that like slow down their reactions too, or is there reactions?
So what?
So when I hit them with the poison, I had to do a whole roll. So let's say like the poison stuff takes effect. With
Slows down their movement.
So it won't affect the reactions or anything.
No, because everyone gets 1 reaction on their turn, you know what I mean, and whatnot. So they still would get to do that as long as it's within range of anything they could do. Not every character has stuff that, they can do. Again, circumstances like from being a fighter have to kind of meet stuff to be able to use certain reactions. So your main thing that you get is being able to slow them down.
Okay.
Like straight up movement, getting away, getting towards you, all that kind of good stuff. They attack slower. You have advantage on like dodging and stuff like that too and whatnot, just because everything about them is slower. So they get disadvantage on like their attack rolls, stuff like that.
Okay.
Then after that,
I have
we're
a question real quick.
yeah. Go.
Well, what about these guys? Are they just laughing at the whole show?
Oh yeah, they're just having a grand.
No one's made a perception check, but
They're popping popcorn in
From
the,
what-
in the galley and.
I mean, maybe in my dying ethereal plane, I'm seeing this. I don't know.
from what Tarek
They're kind of retards.
has seen and is consciously aware of from being on the ship, if he looks deep into his mind, he knows that these guys look like mad drones, almost dumber than the ones in Chateau d'If.
Okay.
Almost to a point where they're waiting for a command from Hootie himself.
Hootie God. This is
Now,
They ain't dead yet.
ho!
We won.
Now, lucky for Ozzy, Abaddon was not able to engulf him in hellfire. And as the battle continued on, Abaddon now knocking off all the party members from this kind of floating, what is the remnants of the bandit, this last kind of sail and mast. The Crucifix begins to kind of turn and pull around on the side of some of our heroes in the water and alongside of this mast as well, as Hootie is still kind of drowning and not looking good at all, from one getting pretty much chokeslammed and thrown off of the Crucifix by Abaddon when he first emerged from Terrig as being control. And again, in this state, he's not in his Abaddon shadow demon. He's literally, it just looks like Terrig. It just looks like Terrig is doing all these actions. He is completely just under the mind control of Abaddon. And as Abaddon does this, Hootie's not doing good from the damage combined with that he took from Terig and from Kai earlier. His mechanical wings are not an advantage in the water and are causing him to not be able to take flight, and they're injured, so he can't really even have his thrust ability that he would normally. So he is sinking and drowning and pretty much on his last breaths. And everyone else is kind of getting in position. Ozzy goes to awaken Terig from himself. And as he does, he ends up kind of bitch slapping Terig across the face, backhand smacking him 3 times, and finally knocking Terig back into his conscious state as he kind of calls Abaddon an unworthy bear. And Abaddon reverts back into the soul shard as Terig is able to, in this kind of weakened mental state, finally succeed in an intelligence saving throw and reassume control of his body. And as we go then to Kai, I was honestly predicting that he would just take out Hootie right here from the what had happened and the damage and the frustration in this battle that he has caused our heroes. But instead, Kai decided he wanted to have a full conversation with Hootie and actually talk to him first. And as Kai swam over to him, here's how the conversation went.
Wow.
You're about 10 feet away. What do you want to say?
I want to just like shout out. He's probably hurting, huh? He's not doing nothing. Make sure he's not gonna do nothing. Why is he alright.
He's hurt, bro. He's fucking.
That sounds like
He's like a
a
Y'all been whooping up on his ass, dog.
Okay, we be dying, we be waking up like, damn, that hurt.
But he's a dying owl, so he sounds kind of
Well,
weird.
this is the story. This is Hootie.
Okay, that's what, alright. Alright, listen, I know you're hurting, so you can't do nothing to me. If you try something, you're dead. I'm smacking you, okay?
I can, and I will. My soldiers will avenge me.
Listen,
As we
listen.
speak, I command them to come over to you.
Before you, don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. Listen to me. Can you listen to me for a second? Alright, look. So Abaddon just threw you off the ship. He didn't care about you, right? This entire family has nothing to do with you. He called you. They don't like you. They don't care about you. As you found out, you just threw you off the boat. Like you were a little child.
I made a mistake. I deserve the punishment.
Doggy?
Set for my family.
Yes.
My father has saved me. He's given me these attachments. And you see this dude is like crazed out of his mind. Like homie's been tortured, like mad tortured. Like dude is not doing well in the brain. And you see like Hootie is pretty much like he's pretty fucked in the head. Like he's not thinking real consciously, even if he at all the Hootie that you guys knew back at Chateau d'If. More or less, he's kind of seems to be turned into like a demonic kind of drone almost himself. Like given a task, given a mission, and kill. So you're kind of gathering that you guys were the mission and stuff, and he's not even really being super reminiscent.
Nope. That's not saying that.
Not necessarily, but were you keep talking? I'm just saying this is stuff you're noticing.
Listen,
I'm just telling you that stuff.
This
you're
is
noticing.
the words from the ether, okay? Be creative, okay? You can outthink his trauma, his paranoia, his struggles. You can outthink him. You can beat this.
And or you can beat him. There's always options. I'm just putting them all out in case. Now,
Words.
you're noticing these things. Continue your conversation.
Alright. You say these people are your family because they fixed you. They didn't fix you. They actually damaged you. This is not you. Your family is us. We were with you at the very beginning. We created who you are. This is not you.
Who? Make a persuasion.
That was not bad, dude. That was
Good, Kai. That was really good, bro.
Really
I'm proud of you,
excellent.
man. That was beast. Garrett, is there any beers left? These or are they all
19.
empty?
I have some of these too.
19.
Could I have one? Please. Did you just open that for yourself?
There's another one left.
Are you
There's
sure?
an ice cold one in the fridge, by the way.
Oh, is there?
It was from
Thank you.
2 weeks ago.
Thank you. What'd you
Oh.
get? 19?
Yeah, ice cold.
As you hear Hootie kind of stumbling. Who am I? Who am I? Who? I mean,
Wow, he's lost, dude. He's been tortured. Bad.
You are Hootie. You're Hootie Owlicious, man. You see what I'm wearing? This is also you. You came from a monastery with me, man. We trained together. We did all these things. This is not you. This mechanical stuff. It's not you.
I'm cursed by nature, demon of blood. My father damned me from my birth. Kyle,
Does it make you who you
I've killed
This.
so many. And you see Hootie's like tearing up, dude. Like he's crying, like
It's working.
like he's pretty much confessing. He's been straight up like murdering a lot of people, and apparently doing some really dark shit in this last like month and a half that he's been away from you guys.
Is it my turn again?
Yeah, you're
You just asked me who you are. All of this murdering and stuff, it still wasn't you. So if you come back to your normal self, none of this even happened.
Make a persuasion check.
That was pretty good too.
Damn.
Hey, don't kill Blur.
Bro,
Just roll them off the table. That was kind
he's
of
in the top right corner. Blur disconnected from the game.
just like gone. Beep. It's just air.
D-res.
It's just like.
He's just in a blur.
17.
What'd you say?
He said in a Blur.
He said just like in a blur. It's just gone.
Yeah,
That was really
that was
good.
pretty good.
Yeah, my man is still there. Oh.
17.
Who the how? What can I do to make right?
We are trying to survive and help. Well, they don't know yet, but I'm trying to help you, okay? So if you let me help you and you help us, because they're my family, which you are too, I need you to be able to get your guys and help us just survive, right? Just do anything you can to keep us alive, keep everybody alive, give us shelter, give us the boat, and we'll be with you, right? You could be part of our family if you just help us out.
They'll kill me.
Imagine if
Who's they?
No. My father. Malice, their house. Malice. Dracula. And you're kind of picking up. He's almost revealing some names and stuff. Maybe he shouldn't be, and kind of stuff like that too. Okay. Cropolyps.
Try what?
Can't believe. But they'll kill me. God.
No one's killing you. We some badass guys. Before they'll come to kill you, guess what?
We'll protect you.
We'll whoop their ass. We'll kill them. We'll kill them before they even touch you.
You protect me after attacking and trying to kill you.
We will protect you if you protect us right now.
And as you kind of say this stuff, Hootie, you see kind of, gets his bearings. And he, kind of, his mechanical wings are not very, let's just say water savvy. They're very heavy. So he's kind of like struggling to kind of keep afloat, But he kind of turns himself upright and he looks up here at all of his crew pretty much on a ship and whatnot. And you start hearing him say some weird stuff in Abyssal, which is demonic language, which you do unfortunately do not know.
Yeah.
So you hear some weird kind of dark ritualistic chanting, and straight up, you just see all of these guys
Drop dead.
just jump off the boat and start drowning.
Drowning?
Yep.
Sure, I'll take it.
And they straight up pretty much, he just death sentencing. He pretty much told them all just to leave and just
Go to hell.
drown.
Parker, come back.
Like just walk off the plank pretty much.
Alright.
And as you witness this kind of happen, Hootie kind of turns over his shoulder. The boat can be yours now. And he faints, and Hootie is unconscious as he's laying in the water.
So now we have to
Can he
save
float
him
because he's
and me.
metal? Or
No,
he's
He's sinking faster than me.
Like he's kind of dropping now as you've kind of seen him start sinking.
Now, upon this happening, our heroes now have kind of vanquished their foes, and Targ is now back in control of his body. Our heroes then were able to, with not the most amount of skill or precision, climb their way up onto the Crucifix and commandeer the Crucifix, as well as save Hooty Owlicious and Behemoth, who was also drowning and not doing well from this battle. And as we then have our heroes all on top of the Crucifix, and like I said, they did not make it up on the Crucifix very easily. They had some struggles, and also the ship was kind of just dead sailing, so they had to gain control rather quickly before it just sailed away. But they did, luckily, and then they started making their way, again, back on course to this crazy storm where Theo said this lost isle is hidden in. And so they make their way, and they go through this crazy storm, and it is wild. I mean, the waves are crashing, raging through. It is a sight to behold, and they're not sure if they're going to make it. The ship is starting to get torn apart, too. The waves are starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And actually, Tarek and Ozzy both see this flash of golden light, kind of like a pillar through the sky. And they start heading to the direction where they both saw this light and navigating barely through the waves as they start to see something in the distance. This huge, tidal wave comes up, and it launches the ship into the Lost Isle. And they come crashing onto the isle. The ship is legit, over on its side, damaged, broken. They are all thrown onto this hard, kind of jagged rock, and they all kind of, are knocked out unconscious. And that is where we'll end tonight's session, with our heroes successfully making their way to this Lost Isle and finally getting through the open seas and open waters. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to another session. Tune in next week to see what happens as our heroes undergo the trials. Thank you so much. Take care and God bless.